I'm not going to say it's rebound season, but it definitely does feel like rebound season because right now we're third in the standings. We're going to my home track, and Jeff Gordon is currently the points leader with Matt Kenseth right behind. Kurt Busch is fourth, and Jimmy Johnson is fifth. Realistically speaking, almost anybody could become the points leader after the end of this race, even Mark Martin. So, with all that being said, we don't have that many races left to go. And if you guys kind of forgot, because I kind of forgot myself, the manufacturer standings did shift just a little bit, but not too much. It's only 6 points between me and Ford and 4 points between me and Chevy. And I say me, it basically is NekoDarius Racing, which are all Pontiac drivers, which includes Steven W1323 as well as Joe Agee. Those are all the Pontiac guys. So my team versus Ford and Chevy. Dodge has pretty much eliminated themselves from this, even though John Andretti won a race a couple of races ago. And then, of course, you guys know what I did at Martinsville, which probably wasn't the best driving I could have possibly ever put on. But all things considered, I wasn't very happy after Charlotte. And I wanted to let sure everybody knew that I didn't like a single Ford driver. And apparently Mark Martin or Michael Waltrip. But either way it goes, we've got a speedway coming up. I sold a bunch of my other equipment because we're not going to need it. We won't be able to use this equipment into the next season because we are no longer going to be Pontiac. So we're just going to sell some of this stuff after we're done using it. But we've got one speedway car to work with, and we're going to Atlanta Motor Speedway with arguably more rivals than I think I've had since the start of my career, actually. So let's go. Okay, so we're going to go right into qualifying. I think the car is set up pretty well for Atlanta. I think we could have won earlier this season had it not been for a certain illegal Ford and Chevy of Jeff Gordon. But today is going to be all about qualifying up front, leading laps, staying out of trouble, and getting this car home in one piece because I only have one speedway car for the next couple of races, which is kind of my fault more than anything else because again we don't have that much garage space. Does that really say 30 seconds? I was actually looking forward to doing something in the race today, and I don't think we're going to be able to do anything. I'm also going to probably have to adjust the gear ratio a bit because we're right on the red line. I don't want to hear Nedums in my chat or in my comments talking about it. I'll take it. We'll start near the front. God, seventh. Come on. We needed a pole.
We're live from the Atlanta Motor Speedway in Hampton, Georgia for today's running of the Georgia 500. I think we're in for some incredible racing, judging by this track's history.
There sure have been some incredible finishes here at Atlanta. In the March race of 2001, Kevin Harvick beat Jeff Gordon to the checkered by mere inches to win his first NASCAR Winston Cup race. Given the circumstances and the emotion of that victory, that is one that people will talk about for decades to come.
The 53 car has been getting into it heavily on the track with the 17 car.
Honestly, I think his driving's gotten a little out of control. It's one thing to be out there driving aggressively and fighting for position, but he's gone over the line as of late.
Okay, got a rival in front of me, which is Dale Jarrett. He's not as angry at me anymore, probably because like he sucks. Wow, car got immediately arrow loose. That is crazy. Okay, so Jeff Gordon's at the front with Jimmy Johnson. Sorry, Jeff Gordon was at the front with Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy Johnson has fallen back to let his more senior member lead a lap here. 32.66. And we're going to go ahead and slice our way through up to fourth. And now up to third, passing Jimmy Johnson on the inside and Rusty Wallace on the inside. Oh, we got some speed now, baby. Let's go ahead and get past Jeff Gordon. He can't keep leading laps. As it stands right now, we're 26 points behind this guy. So we need him to fall back. We can control our destiny from the front. So I think that's what we'll do. We'll just control our destiny. Keep in mind, guys, if the engine completely blows during the race, we have to park up, we have to DNF, We can't just run it down to pit road with a blowing motor or a blown motor and then just magically have it repaired in 15 seconds. So small thing to kind of keep in mind, guys. Oh, there must have been something that happened on the front stretch. I didn't have anything to do with that. So I'm getting this eerie feeling, right? So if you guys remember correctly, at the very beginning of the year, we had an issue where Mark Martin just kind of stayed with us throughout the entire time. I'm not sure it's a good thing that I'm breaking away from Jeff Gordon and them, because I feel like they're going to come back late in the run and then just absolutely obliterate me on the long run speed. Especially once tires begin to wear out. This is going to be a problem. This Pontiac won't be able to handle that level of competition for long. And I really hope I'm wrong about what I just said, by the way.
29.6. Keep it up. Great lap.
I'm beginning to sense that we are beginning to lose some time, or at least in terms of like pace, because we ran a 28.92 and I think we just ran a 29, something. So we're getting a little bit of fall off now, just a little, not too much, but that definitely means that the tires have lost their newness.
29.8. Wow, you're fast.
Yeah, we're running 29 O's right now. To be honest, I really am hoping for a quiet race, one where I won't actually have to worry about racing around these guys. We've got to get back to the points lead. We lost a position to Matt Kenseth, of all people, in Martinsville. I mean, there has been a lot that's been going on this season, especially in the chase. From the very beginning of the chase, it's been insane.
That's the lap time I'm looking for. Keep it up, buddy.
I feel like I just saw the 6 car on the right side of the screen. If that's Mark Martin on the right side and he is 4 seconds back, I get this weird feeling that he's going to bridge the gap to me. In some way, that man's going to cross the River Nile Delta and he'll be on my rear bumper before the end of the pit stop.
29.12. You're flying out there, buddy. Good job.
Okay, my eyes are playing tricks on me, guys. I see Jimmy Johnson in 5th. I was about to start panicking as my car gets tight into the first 2 turns. And I'm looking forward to the NASCAR season's return. Around the time that this episode comes out, I would have been watched the Rolex 24, the Roar before the 24, and all that. I'm really looking forward to the start of a brand new racing season, full of nothing but racing all over the place. Because if you ask me, life is just so difficult without racing in it. If you've gotten to this point, make sure you tell me who your favorite driver was in the year. Let's go 2010 NASCAR this time. In the year 2010 NASCAR, who was your favorite driver? And then, if you feel so inclined to, tell me why. Why were they your favorite?
That one was quick. Let's do it again.
I'm absolutely obliterating the field right now. So if you believe I could win this race, make sure you hit that like button down below the video. And then hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and tell your friends to come by and subscribe. My goal is 3,000 subs this year.
29.16. Keep running that line. That lap was fast.
I think some of the AI cars are beginning to have some issues because I've pulled out a 7-second gap on Jeff Gordon. I'm not running some of the best equipment I possibly could be running right now, but to put 7 seconds on the guys behind me, that's really big. Also, I need Jeff Gordon to get past, because right now I'm only going to stand to gain about 5 points on that guy.
29.13.
I'm going so fast I'm starting to see cars in 3 and 4. Old Atlanta was just so magical. I know they completely repaved it and reconfigured it. to what it is in present day NASCAR. But man, this track was magical. See, Jimmy Johnson is no longer in the top 5. He was like 3rd or 4th at one point. Dude must have got hit on the conveyor belt and sent backwards. I'm not too concerned about the right front beginning to wear. We've built up a big lead here on lap 15. What I'm beginning to worry about is the longevity of this motor. I made the adjustment to the gear ratio to protect the engine so that we don't blow it and run that risk of blowing it. But I'm beginning to think that we may still be a little we may have too much power. Let's say it like that. Especially with the right front wearing down now, I'm beginning to think that we might have missed the setup just a little bit this time, gear ratio wise. Mark Martin has got to second, guys. He's 10 seconds back, but I believe he's about to start making a gap on Jeff Gordon. So nice to know that there's some movement happening in the top 5, second on back. I also need to be careful because now that I'm catching up to the end of the field, if they wreck in front of me, I could be screwed.
29:35. Good lap. Keep hitting those marks.
I think I ran a 29.3 that lap.
Right rear's getting worn. Take it easy out there.
Right side of the car is beginning to wear out. Is that Kyle Busch ahead of me, guys? I think this is Kyle Busch. I'm beginning to see this, his colors showing up. I feel like he's a lot slower than he should be in these limited time starts for Rick Hendrick, but it is what it is with Kyle Busch. He's going to be taking over for Terry Labonte. Yep, it's Kyle Busch. Excuse me, KB. So yeah, we definitely have some fall off happening here because I'm running 29.3, 29.4, 29.5. And our fastest was like a 28.92, and I think I ran even faster than that in qualifying. So we've got some serious fall off. Also, Mark Martin is beginning to pull away from Jeff Gordon, at least according to the time. So if I start getting held up by these slower moving cars, there's a chance that Mark Martin can catch me. I say a chance. You never know in racing. Anything can happen these days. And we've done seen it all. What I don't need is all the Ford drivers finishing near the top 5 as well. I just saw, like 3 Fords in the top 5? This is not what I want. These guys are side by side. They're racing for each other for position. But it's okay. They'll kind of move over for us. Thank you, lappers.
How you doing? Clear on both sides.
Our car is getting tighter and tighter each and every lap, but we're now in the draft of some of the guys behind us. I say behind us, now in front of us. So the slower moving cars near the back to mid pack are going to be the first of the victims to fall to being lapped down as Mark Martin continues to build a gap on Jeff Gordon.
Nice job.
I can't keep running into the corner as hard as I want to either, which is very disappointing. Got some cars heading down pit road. Now I need to be aware of the pit road cycle, because if I come up on a lap car or a car that's about to be lapped and he's coming to pit road, he could actually almost stop right in front of me.
Take it easy on those tires.
I don't know what the car just did, but I don't want that ever to happen again. We were really sideways off of 1 and 2. Hey, it's Brendan Gaughan, guys. And Brendan Gaughan is Brendan Gaughan.
Clear. Careful, there's some cars entering the track ahead.
Car is not happy because of what I did off of 1 and 2 last lap. Tires feel a little bit more second-hand than they were before. Someone just slid up in front of Ken Schrader. I don't know if y'all saw that from the distance. Oh, it looks like Dale Jr. almost took out that. Is that the 88? Oh, I've got Dale Jr. in front of me. This is probably the downside of running into traffic, by the way. I don't know where Mark Martin is. I don't know if he's gained on me. I don't know if he's already pit. I know we had a bunch of cars come down pit road, but I'm not seeing anybody else hit pit road yet. These guys are going to go real long. Wow. What was that block, Casey Mears? Brother, I need you to move. You got to get out of my way, man. Car is not happy on the outside. I'm going to have to go down low. He might be pitting. The frustration of lap cars. Oop. 88 car was in the wall. Saw that coming a mile away. Unfortunately, I didn't react fast enough and hit the 41 car, Casey Mears. But, I mean, the dude literally tried to stop, like, right in the front of me with the 88 car getting out of shape. So, I don't know if that was, like, a forward tech, like, you know, tactic to try to slow me down. But I definitely wasn't going to get slowed by that. Car definitely wasn't happy with the damage, though. It's a little tighter because I pushed in the right front fender. I hope the boys can pull it out in the garage or in the pit stall. So 1.3 left on fuel. 1.3. Not going to worry too much. I think we can make it one more lap here. I mean, we're already to the good, but I think one more lap would be just fine. Especially considering we're not burning as much fuel as you would think. It's almost like we're running a rice burner. I also believe Brendan Gaughan is out of the race with a blown engine. And we've officially led the most laps in the race already. Okay, so I heard leaders are pitting. I'm also a leader. And with half a gallon left, let's not spin out coming to pit road. Let's not cause a caution. Bring it down, bring it down. Well, at least we had a huge lead. I believe I double turned the wheel a bit because I got loose. So I think I was trying to save the car and wound up hurting myself in the long run. It's okay though. We're gonna get 4 tires and fuel. We had a gigantic lead over Mark Martin. I just saw him come off pit road too. So we're good. Brother, that was more like 6 seconds. Oh, I didn't realize Ken Schrader was going long because he's going to be a lap down again when I become the leader again. And of course I have Casey Mears around me, so that's fabulous. Just can't have a caution right now. A caution right now would probably ruin everyone's race. I think I'm a lap down. 66. Oh no, I'm 20 seconds back. Much better than I thought I was. Yeah, I'll re-inherit the lead here. Ken Schrader fell off immediately. And new leader, NekoDarius.
I'm clocking the leader at about 2 seconds ahead. The 10 car down low. Clear all around.
Car's a little tight, but not too bad. I think it's the right front damage that made it tight into turn 1 and 2 that time. Again, not too worried. I think we got a car that can get to the end here. I was actually surprised that I built such a huge gap. You know, I don't like lap cars named Casey Mears. Dude got into me a second time. Is he paid off by Ford right now? Oh my gosh, you lap cars, get out of my way. Brother. there's only so much road here.
Great lap. Got one outside.
10 seconds. 10 seconds.
All clear, buddy. 3 wide. Hold that line.
I shouldn't be struggling against these cars that are most likely 40 overrated at this point. Like they're just 40s. They're slow.
Number 149. It's up by 33.
I want to see more of those laps. Good job. 20 now. 20 laps to go.
You're clear.
Now that I finally got clear of those lap cars, I can probably start setting some actual lap times here. Seeing some guys I don't expect to see at the back. I think Robbie Gordon is straight ahead of me.
25.
That's the lap time I'm looking for. Keep it up, buddy.
You know, I think Robbie Gordon may be on the hot seat this season. I've heard some rumors through the grapevine that he might not return to that 31 car, and that Jeff Burton wants out of the 99 because there's some new hotshot rookie named Carl Edwards coming up.
Far outside. 49, 16.
You're looking great from where I'm sitting. How's the car feel?
Clear all around. Number 25 is looking right.
Yeah, I got Jeff Green in front of me. I ain't too worried about him.
Got one high.
Need Mike Bliss out of my way though.
He's not too happy with you.
Yeah, who cares about Jeff Green being upset?
Clear on both sides. 29, 32.
Whoa, that was a quick lap.
Number 122, now low. Clear all around.
I got past Mike Bliss on the outside and actually had to hold and squeeze my cheeks a bit here because that dude was actually about to put me in the wall. I don't know if y'all know exactly how close we came to that.
Number 0 is down low.
Excuse me, Ward Burton.
0 car is still there. 29, 55.
That one was quick. Let's do it again.
You're clear.
You know, I'm kind of thinking. I feel like the team that is the 10 car now, the 10 car Chevy, the one without Johnny Benson in it, I feel like they shouldn't have gotten rid of Johnny Benson for Scott Riggs. I feel like they've actually suffered more than, you know, ever this season. Wow. Yellow is out. Really? Jeff Gordon? Come on, Gordon. Ooh. Ooh, hit by the 40 car, but he's still fine. Oh, that could have been much worse. That honestly could have been much worse. Ooh. Oh, I just saw Joe. Okay, well, it's going to be a new race, and right now, I am the current points leader as Jeff Gordon loses 3 spots. Kurt Busch moves up 2 spots.
Car is off, the field bunches up, and we are back underway. Green flag is in the air.
It's a whole new race now. And we got lap cars to contend with.
Still there.
Is that John Andretti behind me?
He's not too happy with you.
Bro, what is this restart for me?
43 car down low.
I must have not cleaned off my tires under that caution or something, because we did not go.
Number 43.
All the lappers are about to pass us a bit here.
3 wide.
Jeff Green in front of me.
33, 96.
Okay, I think I got back through these guys.
Okay, we're clear.
Keep him behind you if you can.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, oh my gosh. Lapped cars. He is really just hanging out here on the outside. I got John Andretti behind me with Mark Martin also.
Only 10 laps left.
01 of Joe Nemechek is up here.
See him stay back there.
Clear.
Am I clear? I am clear. Cool. I can move up now. Finally. Ah, bad entry. Can't believe I'm racing John Andretti here at Atlanta. Dude was on a rocket ship last time we were here too, so I guess I should have expected this much.
Still beside you. First place. Okay.
Car's too tight up high.
Number 169, down low.
Come on.
29.92.
I would have lost the race right there. It's okay. It's okay. We got time. We got time. Let me just fall back a little bit here. Get in behind John Andretti. And then slingshot on the backstretch. Failed. I need to carry a little bit more speed. Ooh, I think I can make the low lane. Come on.
You got some passes left in there somewhere. I know you do.
Side by side with John Andretti.
The 169 car is still there. Be patient. Number 169 is still there. Careful. The 169 car is looking high. All clear, buddy. Number 169 is up high.
Side by side with John Andretti right now.
Still there.
Oh man, he got a good run there.
Clear. 30-17.
Making up
I think Mark Martin's engine blew, guys. I think I see Mark Martin on pit road. I passed by it. It was like a inverse white and blue car. I could be wrong, but I think it's Mark Martin. If that's the case, he's out of the chase at this point. He's got to be.
Beside you. Make it easy. Still there.
I am definitely a bottom feeder right now.
Is still there. Okay.
But Andretti's getting the run off the corner.
closing on the leader. Just 5 to go.
Okay. We're clear.
I think the cavalry is arriving, though. I thought I just saw Steven's number in the top 5. And if that's the case, oh boy, this is about to get interesting for the last couple of laps here. I'm not too concerned about John Andretti being in front of me like this. I definitely feel like we can get him. I just need to get the run right.
69 is still there. 29.89.
Come on, buddy, push it. We can pick up some more spots. Leader's right there. He slips up, make your move.
Still beside you.
Still there.
Be the man, buddy. Leading the race. Clear on both sides. The 169 car is outside. Number 169 is still there. Keep digging.
Still there.
The 169 car is still there. 30-12.
Attaboy, keep it smooth, just like that.
Clear. Number 169 is outside.
The handle on my car is beginning to go away a little bit now that I'm racing somebody.
Still there.
Feeling a little touch loose, actually. It's just a touch loose. But it's enough to keep me distracted enough knowing that he's there. Plus, my crew chief keeps telling me he's on the outside. And I'm not pulling away from people.
Still there.
If only the race would have stayed green, man. I wouldn't have to worry about this.
Faster than the leader. Let's get up there. You're right there with the leader. Stay with him.
Number 169 is still there. Still beside you. You're in first. Clear on both sides.
I wanted to come up on John Andretti, but I wasn't sure.
169 car is up high.
I heard clear all around, but I wasn't certain.
169 is still there. Keep digging. The 169 car is still there. Be patient. 30-19.
Run some more like that one.
You're clear.
It's all come down to this. Last lap, guys. Last lap.
Number 169 is up high. The 169
Come on.
is still there.
Come on, little Pontiac engine. Be the engine that could right now.
Is still there.
Oh, we've got him. I think we've got him. Win! Oh, I finally win at my home track. Finally. Oh, this deserves a celebration. I'm sorry. Oh, come on, Rusty. That deserves a celebration, guys. It deserves a celebration. I don't celebrate as often as I used to because I'm thinking forward and trying to protect the car as best as I can. But this deserves a celebration. A close victory like that? Oh, yeah. Can't believe I got a piece of that little bit of historical action in this race. I guess the caution did work out in a way. It made the race interesting at the end. So I guess thank you, Jeff Gordon, for somehow losing talent off of turn 1 and 2. I guess it is what it is. Let's go. I can't believe we got the win. We got the win at Atlanta. That makes me so excited.
The race came down to the wire with a very close finish.
You know you have seen a great race when it gets down to the last lap and you still have no idea who's going to win.
The NBC car gets the win.
All the hard work this week just paid off for that team. That was an awesome win.
The 53 car has someone new to look out for on race day.
Well, when you're out there beating and banging on guys, some feathers are bound to get ruffled. Maybe after some time to cool off, they'll be back to racing with clear heads.
It just feels so good to win at Atlanta and win at Atlanta by 0.03 seconds over John Andretti. That actually got really close near the end. And actually, I am sweating. I don't know if I hold my hand up to the camera, if y'all can see, but it's a little shiny. It's a little moist here because, I started to sweat. The good news is, and I guess you guys who are very keen and eagle-eyed right now, you guys have already recognized 2 names in the top 5 or the top 10. And that would be Steven and Joe. And we needed them to get some points today. And boy, did they step up. Because I think with only Jeff Burton and Rusty Wallace being the only 2 Fords in the top 5, we actually helped keep them off of the points board. As a matter of fact, the next highest Ford was Kurt Busch, who finished in 10th. So that's actually really huge for us. So we did wind up winning over John Andretti, Rusty Wallace, Jeff Burton, Steven W1323, Joe, Sterling Marlin, Joe Nemechek, Jimmy Johnson, as well as Kurt Busch running at the top 10. A little bit further down the line, Jeff Gordon, who spun out and somehow dropped back, but then rebounded. Jeff Gordon actually finishes 14th, so points gain was huge over him because we finished in the top 10, but not as huge as I wanted because it looks like he kind of came back and he was able to rebound, especially after that contact with the 40 car. I thought he was going to be done for. A little bit further down the line, I'm not really seeing anybody too important. Casey Kane, struggles yet again. Dale Jarrett struggled again from the top 12 guys who are, currently chasing the cup. And Mark Martin. Mark Martin did also DNF. Brendan Gaughan also DNF. And we had quite a few cars who were lapped down. The lappers actually, I think, were the main key factor in that whole entire restart because I couldn't get away. And then by the time I got to the front, John Andretti was already there and he was not about to let me drive away with it. It's kind of weird how much the car changed as well in the second half of the race. I don't know what caused it, but the car just wasn't there fully. And it's okay. It happens in racing, but it is very troubling, but we ain't got to worry about that too much longer because we'll be out of the Pontiac real soon. And I can't wait because into the next season. So I'm looking forward to that. We've already signed up with our new manufacturer. So I'm looking forward to unveiling that little piece of nugget at the end of the season. So just be aware that's going to come. It's going to come. The good news is 190 points are in our bank after we started 7th. We didn't get our secondary sponsor bonus of qualifying in 5th, but we did get our primary and associate as well as team and driver sponsors happy. So it worked out for us. Looking forward to the next one. Let's head home. Oh, that's right. Don't we have a road course next? Well, we landed. Well, not really landed. We only had to drive a few miles up the road from Atlanta Motor Speedway to go home. But we're back at home. We're back at the home base, and we can finally take a look at what is the stats and info screen for the point standings. And again, Texas infield is next, and that's not a trick on your eyes. So we are the new points leader over Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch, and Matt Kenseth, who are your top 4. Jimmy Johnson is an outside shot top 5. Jeff Burton, John Andretti, Rusty Wallace, Mark Martin, Casey Kane, Tony Stewart, and Dale Jarrett are very far outside shots. Dale Jarrett, Tony Stewart, Casey Kane, and I believe Mark Martin now are actually technically eliminated from winning unless all of a sudden all of us in the top 8 all have problems. Which, I mean, we are going to a road course next, so I guess that could actually happen. Who knows? What I will also be very happy to report is that I am looking forward to seeing the manufacturer screen, because Ford is ahead of us by 1 point, as we are now 1 point behind them, 10 points ahead of Chevy, which means Texas infield is actually going to probably be 100% a required must finish ahead of Ford's race if I'm going to hopefully catch this manufacturer's title for, you know, the outgoing Pontiac, you know, manufacturer. The good news is, and even more good news, I've heard the comments. I saw my comments. We do have a road course chassis, engine, and body already in the shop. You guys don't got to worry your pretty little heads off. I got you. We're good. Okay, we're good. So Texas infield will be next. Hopefully you guys liked today's video. If you did, make sure that like and subscribe button. We're the new points leader. We're 1 point behind Ford. That manufacturer's title is getting closer and closer, but will we actually hold on to win it? That's what I'm really hoping for. I want that manufacturer's title and I want that championship. So it is imperative that we do well today in Texas. So hopefully you guys like today's video. Make sure that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video where we take on the Texas infield for the Texas 500K. Easy, everybody.